All right, good afternoon. Are you looking for a mortgage? Well, Volunteer Home Mortgage is here for you 7 days a week. Whether you're in Tennessee, Georgia, Florida, or even above and beyond that, Jerry and her expert team can help you out. Make sure you give them a call, 865-238-7500, or visit them online at volunteerhomemortgage.com. I wanted to jump in here and do a live weather update here. Let me straighten my tie a little bit because we've got the cool rain showers with us already here at this hour, but what's still yet to come are the strong thunderstorms that could be developing through the day today. So something that we are going to continue to highlight and monitor here as we progress through the afternoon. By the way, don't forget to scan the QR code on the bottom right-hand side of the screen if you don't have the East Tennessee Weather app. It'll keep you up to date on any severe thunderstorm warnings, storms approaching, anything and everything above and beyond. It will keep you up to date on that. And if we have to jump in and do some live severe weather coverage later on today, we will be front and center on the app. I just sent out a push alert to folks that may need to join in on the latest information. So let's switch that to there. There we go. So if you're joining on the app, here we go. We got you all set up now. All right, so let's dive into the details here at this lunch hour. No, we do have this storm system. The cold front's been just swinging its way on into the area, but it has brought in the overcast gray skies, the cooler 50s. That's a live look here at the lunch hour there in West Knoxville, Fox Road Marina anyways. And those overcast gray skies, it's a chilly one for sure so far. It kind of feels chilly. It's like, okay, well, this may not happen, but let me point out that we do actually have a lot of clearing back off to our west. When you look at your radar recap over the last 3 hours, you can really see how these rain showers are setting up shop and moving through East Tennessee right now, but back into Nashville and Western Kentucky, we have clearing skies. And so it's only a matter of time that these clouds and the rain showers move on out, and all of a sudden, we're going to start to see those temperatures climb. We've got a lot of upper-level energy that's going to be swinging its way through, so the clouds will fill back in, of course, and as they do so, we will continue to see those afternoon showers and thunderstorms kind of fire back up across the area. And it's these afternoon storms that we need to watch for closely because they're the ones that are going to produce the larger hail that is possible and or anticipated as we get into the afternoon hours. So again, a radar recap over the last 3 hours, some good solid steady rain, much needed rain, no severe weather. And to be honest with you, haven't had any thunderstorms necessarily showing up with these rain showers at this hour. But you can see Fentress County, Scott County, Cumberland County already starting to see some clearing skies. So abundant sunshine's on the way. That's going to help to destabilize the atmosphere. And so the latest change from the Storm Prediction Center is now more of East Tennessee is under a level 2 risk for severe storms. And so they've upgraded us and expanded the level 2 risk, and the potential for large hail damaging winds is there because we have a lot of instability in the atmosphere. We have, but we don't have a lot of spin motion in the atmosphere. So here are your storm threats for the afternoon. The best timing of this, and of course, we'll time it out with your futurecast, is going to be after about 3 o'clock today through about 7 or 8 o'clock tonight. So it's about a 4-hour window or so. Medium category for 60-mile-per-hour winds or greater. Medium category for hail upwards of an inch in diameter and or larger. Could see upwards of golf ball size hail with some of these storms. Not necessarily a 0, but tornadoes, not likely. We don't have the spin in the atmosphere, but a low potential for isolated flooding and flash flooding does exist as well. Good afternoon, Bud. We got Julie joining us, Alfonso, Teresa, and Barbara as well. Barbara got the text, so hopefully you're joining on the app itself. And if you are, of course, you can't comment, but you can just kick back, relax, and watch this latest update. We're not going to talk long, I promise you. All right, so 1-inch diameter hail signifies severe weather, severe hail. That's the size of a quarter. We're talking about the potential of 1.5 inches to 1.75 inches, which is upwards of ping pong to golf ball size hail. Anything over 1 inch diameter is severe hail because it produces damage, cars, rooftops. Something like that. And so we could see upwards of ping pong to golf ball size hail out of some of these storms today. So I would say anytime after about 3 o'clock, make sure you have a way to put your car away and receive weather information, of course. And that's why you got to have the East Tennessee Weather app. It'll keep you posted on that. Good day, old chap, to Dwayne as well. All right, so let's pick up our future cast here at this hour. I'm using the HRRR model once again. Some of the models have lesser amounts today. But I wanted to pick this model because I think it tells a story. So the clouds will start to clear on out. We'll see sunshine here in just a short while for some of us. That's going to help to destabilize the atmosphere. Pick up our timeline there at 3 o'clock this afternoon. Not much activity, right? Okay, let's go 3 to 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I think I go to 4 and we'll go to 5. There are those little individual cells that could be firing up as we heat up the atmosphere. And it's these cells that are going to tap into the energy in the cold air aloft that could produce the larger hail. So we need to watch for this closely as we get into the afternoon and evening. Again, it's going to be isolated in nature. It's not like a big old swath of damaging wind gusts. We're not talking about that. We're just talking about afternoon possible supercell thunderstorms. Going to really get going in the atmosphere. If when we start to see some sunshine, you're going to start to see those clouds really billow up pretty quickly. That's that unstable air that we could see developing. Now, of course, we don't want this to happen. Nobody wants ping pong or golf ball size hail or even 1-inch diameter hail. Nobody wants severe weather. But if we were to get severe thunderstorm warnings today, it literally is going to be due to hail and damaging wind gusts, because we've got a lot of dry air in the atmosphere as well. That leads to that damaging wind coming out of those thunderstorms. Let me just show you the big broad picture. This gives you an idea of how this is all evolving over time. We're going to still see more showers as we get into the evening and overnight hours, and even more rain showers throughout the day tomorrow on the backside of this low. But really, the best timing is between 3 and about 7 or 8 o'clock here tonight. I think that's our window. That's our window for the threat of large hail and damaging winds. We're still looking at some decent amount of rain around the area. Now we've seen some solid, steady rain, about a tenth, quarter of an inch of rain so far. Most of this activity is going to be across the eastern seaboard as we head through the next couple of days. And if you were with me this morning, we talked about the potential Friday into Saturday, maybe seeing some light snow showers. I know the clock says Monday. Don't worry about that. This is Friday into Saturday. Maybe some light snow showers around the area. I'll pick up our futurecast and we'll highlight the storm threat for folks that may be joining us late again. Just a quick check of that 7-day forecast here for you. We're going to be in the mid-60s here today. We've only been in the 50s so far, upper 50s anyways. We're going mid-60s today, so not incredibly hot, but we have a lot of instability in the atmosphere. And then we'll fall into the upper 50s as we get into our Friday, Saturday. So how it feels out there today, or actually right now, is pretty much how all day tomorrow is going to feel. Overcast, gray, some scattered showers, and upper 50s. We'll stay on the cool side on Saturday. And then as we get into Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, we'll be back in the upper 60s to maybe even mid-70s by Monday, by the way, which is going to be great news. But highlighting that weekend forecast, it's going to be a nice weekend to get out and enjoy some nice, comfortable weather. Don't have any necessarily major... sounds like I have a cold. I do. Not a cold. It's allergies. It's settled in my lungs, Laura. But the infamous East Tennessee allergies have got me down for sure. I do not feel good at all. But it doesn't look like anybody has any major questions. Again, I'm not going to stay on here for very long. I just wanted to give you another weather update for the afternoon because the Storm Prediction Center, again, we'll just kind of recap everything here for those that may have joined us late. And then, of course, I'll send you back to the 24-hour channel, which you'll get an update here. But I do need to record on that as well. All right, so let's go back to the weather maps here. Don't go anywhere. All right, there we go. All right, so the Storm Prediction Center has upgraded the Central Valley, the Cumberland Plateau, and the Southern Valley to a level 2 risk for severe storms. And again, we're talking damaging wind and large hail. Could see upwards of ping pong to golf ball size hail, isolated in nature, but something to keep in mind. So when you look at the storm threats, again, I've broken it down. The best timing's after about 3 o'clock here today. And we're looking at damaging winds greater than 60 miles per hour or hail anywhere from an inch to nearing 2-inch diameter. And everything else is going to be on the low category. So when you break out that hail, the hail category, severe hail starts at 1 inch in diameter. Obviously, it goes all the way up to softball size. We don't want that. That's not going to happen. But anything over an inch could produce dents in your car, dents on your rooftops, right, on your shingles. So anything over an inch is going to be severe hail, but the possibility today is anywhere from ping pong to even golf ball size hail, which is obviously going to produce damaging hail. So we'll definitely keep you posted on that throughout the day today. Again, if we do see any severe thunderstorm warnings, you'll be notified with the East Tennessee Weather app. So scan the QR code in the bottom right-hand side of the screen if you're joining me on Facebook and you decide you have not downloaded the East Tennessee Weather app. It's super easy to do so, or you can just log on to easttnweather.com. Realize that you got to have the app because it just notifies you. Facebook's not going to notify you of everything that when you're not paying attention. We all have cell phones in our back pockets all the time, right? So the East Tennessee Weather app is going to notify you of any severe or potentially severe weather. You're going to get notification if lightning is within 15 miles of your location, which is great, especially for people that work outdoors. You've been around town. It is springtime, right? A lot of folks are mulching and mowing and cleaning up our backyard, helping us to clean up our backyards. And so that's where the East Tennessee Weather App's really going to help you out. And again, any sort of live severe weather coverage, I will be front and center on the app. I'll take you back to the Futurecast once again. Again, this is not to say all be all, just gives us an idea of what could potentially happen. We're going to see some clearing here in just a short while. I know we have some steadier rain showers, and I'll take you to the radar here in a second. But clearing skies from now through about 3 o'clock. Now we're going to start to destabilize the atmosphere, and here we go. We're going to start to see those individual supercell thunderstorms start to develop and really explode in the atmosphere. That's the possibility anyways. And so you'll be able to see those clouds really starting to billow up because we are going to have some sunshine. I know it doesn't think like I know you probably don't think we're going to have some sunshine, but we will. And this will go from about 5 to 7, 5 to 8 o'clock tonight, at which point we'll start to see the atmosphere quiet down, I think. That's the general idea anyway. So if you have ball games here tonight, we do. We have a baseball game at 7 o'clock here tonight, so something to kind of keep in mind there. I'll take you back out to the big picture once again, show you the clearing. This is what I'm talking about. We don't have a lot of cloud coverage to our west. We have clear skies, sunshine. That's where the destabilization could take place as we head through the afternoon. And now I'll bring it back to East Tennessee and notice the clearing from Fentress County to Cumberland, Morgan to Scott County, northern Campbell County, southern, southwestern Kentucky. That's the sunshine that's headed our way. So do anticipate some sunshine, which is going to help destabilize the atmosphere and really get things going here, I think, as we get through the afternoon and evening hours. Download the East Tennessee Weather app. Realize that I'm on Roku TV, Amazon Fire, YouTube, all social media. You can't always rely on Facebook, my friends. You just can't. Facebook is great, right? But it may not be with us forever. We know how things change. And if Facebook were to die tomorrow, where would you get your weather information? Food for thought. Scan that QR code right there on the bottom right-hand side of the screen. Download the East Tennessee Weather app. Log on to easttnweather.com. I'm on Roku TV, Amazon Fire, YouTube. You can get notified through YouTube. YouTube's probably not going anywhere, but my app is not going anywhere either. And you can track them with the East Tennessee Weather app. Make sure you have a place to put your car indoors, especially if you get notified and you have a storm moving on through. Realize these are hail-producing storms. And one thing to pass along, if you do get hail today and you want to share a photo, put a quarter next to the hail because that will let us know if it's bigger than a quarter size or smaller and whether that's severe hail or non-severe hail. Don't put it in your hand because I don't know how big your hand is. Put a quarter next to the hail if you're going to submit some photos. You can do so easily with the East Tennessee Weather app under Witcher's Pictures. You can also post those to Facebook as well. We like Facebook right now, but I'm just saying, may not be with us forever. But I'm here to stay, my friends. I'm here to stay. All right, have a great day, everybody. Your next weather update's coming up at 6 o'clock tonight, if not before, for potentially live severe weather coverage. We'll keep you posted on that. Have a great day.